guys, this is the Prince of Macedon, and I'm doing a commentary video for Men of War. I command the Germans, and my opponent is Elite Larry in command of the Soviet Union. This is the first battle that we fought. We fought 2 battles. I'm going to show you the first battle first, of course. And I started off with a very rough start here. I lost a Mark IV German tank, and that was to a T-34 mounted with the 76mm gun. So I'm going to call forth another tank here. I still have 2 tanks right now. Now I have 3. 2 of them are the Panzer IV, and I've got 1 Panther tank coming. So anyways, we're fighting on this map. There's like a tiny village towards the center here. And I've got some of my infantry entrenched inside the little town. And right here is my Panzer IV. I'm going to come forward here. And I want to exchange fire with that T-34. Alright, this is direct control. I want to make sure I get the job done, and alas, I destroy his T-34. So, it's the score is about even again. I'm going to keep shooting though. I want to make sure that tank is unable to be repaired. When the tank's like in a city setting like that, I don't really want to repair it because there might be some enemy infantry nearby. So I'd rather just destroy it so that the enemy doesn't repair it. Anyways, there is a red dot that appeared towards the center right of the map there, and I'm going to bring my tanks up and engage it. Right there's my Panther, and now I'm bringing up my Panther and my Panzer IV. So we're going to come forward here. Alright, and we're going to see what this bad boy is. It is a KV-1 tank. And that's a Soviet heavy tank. And I'm bringing my Panther up here. I'm going to try to shoot at it. But you can see what my opponent did. He did a good job here. He put his tank in the hold down position. So all I can see is its turret. I can't see the rest of its body. And as I try to shoot it, I keep either missing it or I keep hitting that hill in front of it. So he has a very excellent position right there. The KV-1 had very heavy armor. Like super heavy armor. But the gun was... It was the same thing as the T-34 that I was fighting at the beginning of the battle. Had a 76mm gun on it. But the armor itself was very heavy. But being heavy, that meant the tank was very slow itself. So having that armor came at a heavy price there. Alright. Oh, you saw my last video where there was a KV-85, and that had a much better gun on it. But the KV-1 was a lot more popular than the KV-85. At least there were a lot more KV-1s built. Alright, so I have a Panther and a Panzer IV trading fire with that KV-1 tank, and I am making no headway. The few times that I do strike it, it just glances right off the turret. See, look at that, it just kind of like ping, and then it was out of there. Alright, so I'm gonna use my thing here. This is direct control, by the way. I'm using it a lot more as I get more comfortable with the game. And finally, I take out some of the crew in that tank. And that's pretty much game over for that tank. It can probably be repaired though. But it's kind of useless to be shooting at from this angle. Because they said that KV-1 is in the hold down position. And see that? I hit the hill in front of it. Alright, so there's 2 more red dots that appeared on the mini-map here. And we're going to show you what it is. Right there is that is a Joseph Stalin tank. And the other thing in that truck right there, that is a Katyusha. And the Katyusha is a bunch of rockets. And it just kicked the crap out of my Panzer IV. I still have my Panther tank though. Now I'm going to exchange fire with that Joseph Stalin tank. But whenever a Joseph Stalin tank appears, like especially the number 3, then you are screwed. Those things are almost invincible, especially the Joseph Stalin 3 tank. Like every time I'm playing against the Soviets, I always do really well, but once the Joseph Stalin tank comes out, then I'm really screwed. Just like a feeling of helplessness. It doesn't help that my opponent has that Katyusha firing at me right now. One downside to the Katyusha is that it has a very slow reload rate. The Germans called that the Stalin's organ, supposedly from the way it sounds. But when I heard a Katyusha firing, it sounded to me just like a bunch of rockets. Or you could say it sounds like a bunch of TIE fighters from Star Wars. But I've never heard an organ that sounds like that. Anyways, I currently have 3 tanks right now. One is a Panzer IV, and the other 2 are Panther tanks. And I took a shot at that Katyusha, hoping to disable it. But for some reason it's not doing anything when I shoot at it. So I'm going to not worry about that for now, but I know it has a slow reload time. Right there is a close-up, or not a close-up, but there's a better shot of the Katyusha right there. But anyways, I'm going to switch my priorities back to the Joe the Stalin, but just when I do that, he destroys my Panther tank. So right there, I have a Panzer IV, and I have one more Panther, and it's back there somewhere. But yeah, as I said in a previous video, the Joe the Stalin 3 tank, it never saw action during the war in Europe. But it's in the game though, which is fine. And right there's my Panther coming into view. I have 2 Panthers again. I'm gonna take a shot at him and just keep moving. It's better to stop when you shoot. But look at that. My guns are, or my ammunition just bounced right off that Joe the Stalin 3 tank. It's like that thing is like really like screwing me up right now. And I'm not too concerned about the infantry fight right now. And as I was backing up, he destroys my Panther tank. So already he's destroyed, I don't know, 3 of my Panthers with that one Joe the Stalin 3 tank. So my opponent has that Katyusha, and he has a Joe the Stalin 3. And he has some more units right now. You can see those little red dots. Those are the units that I can see. But I can't really do anything unless I destroy that Joe the Stalin 3. So now I'm doing something very futile. I'm gonna try to attack it with my Panzer IV. And I didn't know that my Panzer IV was using heat rounds right now. Like, I would have changed it to the armor-piercing rounds, but I didn't realize it. I did manage to destroy one of his crew members though. But in exchange, he killed my Panzer IV. So with one Joe the Stalin 3 tank, he destroyed 3 Panthers and 1 Panzer IV. So it kind of sucks. Alright, now he's going to start clearing out my infantry in the little town here. There is a Soviet troop right there. He just blew a hole into the roof there. He's trying to open up my defensive positions. We're going to shoot down that Soviet infantryman right there. But at this point you can see the score, it's really lopsided right now. Not good. And I only managed to destroy 2 tanks. That was a T-34 and that KV-1. And look, finally the Katyusha reloaded, and look at the damage it does. That thing is devastating. Anyways, if you ever read those German accounts of the war, like you're gonna like hear them referring to that Katyusha as the Stalin's organ. Just know that the Stalin's organ is the Katyusha. Okay, so here I am trying desperately to get some more armor out. And I have a tank right here, that's a Panther, but you can see on the left of that tank, the track is damaged. So I'm trying in vain to repair that, so I can move it into position to attack attack some of his troops. Because you can see that timer going down, there's like 40 seconds left. And I probably could have just stayed in there, in that tank, and just kept firing away, hoping in vain to destroy the Joe the Stalin 3. But yeah, at this point the battle's pretty much over. It was actually over a long time ago. There's some Soviet infantry running across one of my soldiers right there. In fact, it's 1 soldier that I have right there. And the rest of my troops are scattered, but they can't unite because all those tanks and Soviet infantry are roaming the battlefield. Alright, so my first battle against Elite Larry didn't go so well, but you'll see the rematch in my second video. Anyways, good game to Elite Larry.